All right, people, Catfish Dave here, about to freeze to death. Doing a little catfishing up here on the upper end of Cherokee Lake this afternoon, about 3 o'clock. My bait's old. The reason for that is I had some plumbing issues at the house. Wasn't able to go. So we're coming out here finally with some old bait and get some hot hands in my pocket. Doing a little experimenting. I've got a different setting on this camera because that ultra wide setting does not take good footage in low light. So I've got it on the standard de-warp setting. We're going to try it. See if I can't come up with a few catfish in a short amount of time here. It is cold, it is windy. It is January. Oh. That depth finder is giving me trouble. It took 15 minutes to get it running. Gave me some trouble last trip out, so let's get up here, see if we can't catch some catfish on this cold, windy afternoon. All right, y'all, that was one cold ride right there. Woo! Oh, good Lord, that was a cold ride. I got a core set of my trolling motor. It'll do the work for me the rest of the day. I'm gonna have to run a drift sock. It's extremely windy. Might as well go ahead and get it out. I hate fooling with it, but it can't just be cold. It's got to be cold and windy. Oh. Woo-wee. All this for a catfish, y'all. Gonna have to run at least 0.7 because it's windy. We're gonna start out in this creek. We're gonna pull out and we're just gonna drag back and forth around this flat outside of this creek. If nothing happens, first couple of times in this creek, we'll stay out of it. I'm not sure what the fish are doing. Oh, there's a little bit of action over there. Probably some bass. Let's get some baits on here. This bait coming out of this icy cooler actually feels warm on my hands. That's how cold my hands are. You've got to be an idiot to fish in this kind of weather. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Start out with some chunks. We'll start out with some center sections. And we'll see what they're going to eat. Oh. It's a dirty South Dragon weight. I'm going to run heads on the outside boards, center chunks on the inside boards, because those center chunks are most likely to get knocked off. If I see a bite on them, it's a lot easier to check those baits on the center two rods than the outside ones. So we'll run the heads on the outside. Thankfully, we got these hot hands. These are the large size, the super warmers. Well, all right, y'all, we're fishing. I may cut up some more bait, get it already pre-cut. I really don't even have to put it back in the cooler. Probably be colder leaving it out of the cooler. It's 2:32. I've got a maximum of about 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's flat dark at 5:30, so we'll see if we can pull off a few fish on this cold, cold January day. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put my Daniel Boone cap on. Ain't no sense in suffering if I don't have this on. Trust me, I'm suffering. I haven't fished this spot in a couple months. Last time I did, I caught a 60-pounder in here. And I guarantee you this place was hammered with 50 boats for a while after that, so had to give it a chance to die back down. As you can see, there's no one around. If I catch another one like that, there will be. I've got a much warmer outfit than this. I can't wear it. This microphone picks up every little sound. In the last 2 videos I've done, that's all you can hear is this suit just rubbing, making a ridiculous sound. The whole time I'm moving, reeling in fish, it was as loud as me talking, and there wasn't no way to edit it out. So I'm back here with this more clothy stuff on. It ain't near as warm, but it won't make all that ridiculous noise. I kept hearing some deer hunter. He was looking at the suits with me. He says, "That's too loud, that's too loud, that's too loud." I didn't know what he was talking about. Well, now I know what he's talking about. It's too loud to even make a video. These water temps up on this end of the lake are 5 degrees colder than where I made the last video on Cherokee on the lower end. Water temps 47 here. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get the other rod out. Not even a channel cat bite in that creek, so we're definitely gonna stick with deeper water. We'll try the flat. If the flat don't give us nothing, we'll try the channel. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We just hooked up there. We just hooked up there. Yep. We just hooked up right off that point right there. And hopefully he stays out of my lines. Yeah, come on up here, buddy. Right off that point, just on the outside of the creek. Yeah, he's going for that board. He's going for that board. He's going for that board. We got a mess. That's it. We got a mess. We've officially got a mess, I think. Get on around there. Yep, he got me. He got me. He sure did. Yeah, we got a mess. I'd love to get that loose. I'll have to net him. We just got a mess, that's all. We're just gonna have a mess. All right, y'all. First fish, he gonna curl that tail the wrong way is what he's gonna do. But that's all right. It is a fish. He's very cold. So are my hands. Woo! Well, y'all, so far this flat is dead. I'm seeing plenty of life on the fish finder. There's plenty of bait and stuff out here. Now, I never catch a lot of fish in this lake to begin with, and they are scattered. We may hit a spot here pretty soon. I've almost never made a run across this flat and not caught a fish or two. So we'll try it. We'll keep pressing on. All right. All right, y'all, we just hooked up. We hooked up. He don't feel like a bad one either. He don't feel like a bad one. Mm-hmm. All right. Woo! Yeah. All right. All right. Let me slow this boat down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there's an old fat fish. Yeah, that's a fat one right there. That's a fat one. Right outside this creek here. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. It's on a center chunk. That fish just barely bit. I mean, he kind of tapped on it once and just barely messed with it a little bit. Very sluggish about the whole thing. He's a cold fish. Fish has got some mud on him. Straighten out that tail, man. I have no idea why they turn the tail towards you every single time. But he's a nice fish. Out here on a cold January day. First fish of 2024. I'm seeing fish on this flat. They're just not eating real good. I thought about spending the last part of the day out in the channel But I've seen what looked like some good fish on my screen right here on this flat, so could be my bait's a little old. Could just be a rough bite, wrong side of the cold front. Well, all right, y'all. This is a good video for the Catfish Are Cool channel. It's January 1st when I'm filming this, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, this is the toughest bite I've had all year. Still got 364 days to go, so I'm sure we'll see some better ones. These fish would come up, just kind of pull on the bait, swim away from it. I could see them on my screen, wasn't no sense in leaving. They're here. Couple of fish in a couple of hours. One of them wasn't too bad. I froze to death out here to get them, and that's just all part of fishing in January. I have had some good days in January, but today is not one of those. These water temps have took a good plunge in the last couple weeks. We're now into full winter water temps in the 40s. And I won't try to catch any more fish on this bait until I get me some fresh bait. This is a video. There was a couple fish in this video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.